Hello ladies and gentlemen, now you should be able to hear me because we fucked up the first time around in the live screening. But here we are here with Fight Night 156. Yes, the flagship show of the past is back. Send your tweets at RFPW using the hashtag Fight Night or DeadEnd2020. If you haven't watched that pay-per-view, please go watch it because you'll see now coming your way to your screen. And this guy is from Allentown, Pennsylvania in the USA. He's a 70th RFPW champion. His name is Roy Pierce. Now go take a look back at rfpw.weebly.com. Who was the champion when we ended last season and who is the new champion this season. Get to know them all. We'll be updating our roster really soon on our website, but you can find a blast of the past on there right now, right away. So without further ado, let's get ready to rumble. Let's mention our partners. I'm just going to go on the top of my head. Unified Pro, Valiant Wrestling Alliance, YTW 18+, CWE, NSW, OLW, Ring the Bell Wrestling, AFK Wrestling, the E-Wrestling guys, EW Maniac. I think we've nearly all covered them. If not, sorry about that. There are too many to mention. Roy Pierce, well, he won the match for the RFPW Championship at Dead End. Hell in a Cell style matchup, and really, I don't know what went down there. It was so impromptu. I wasn't even ready to expect that even, but it ended a 1.5 year reign for the former champion Rick Hervers, which we weren't even expecting. So coming in that light, that will be something we will figure out throughout the next couple of weeks. We've got a new general manager. Himself or herself will be revealed soon, I guess, whenever he or she feels like it. We're going to go on now because we've got debutantes here tonight. And we're going to kickstart that off with a man called Shade the Beheader. I don't know why he's called himself that, but it's everybody's choice to give himself a name with us, and I don't care. He's from Houston, Texas. And, well, he said, just feast your eyes on me because I'm going to be on the top of the rankings from the get-go. And I'll stay there as the champion until the end of the season. Those are promises. And let's see whether he can deliver on them. I'm not too sure because the competition and the stakes are always high. And as you know it from the past, and we're going to be bringing that back, is we're going to definitely focus on a lot of stories that will be able to be followed on the front as well as backstage, because everything and anything goes down in RFPW, and just questions to see whether that will lead up to something big as well as something unexpected. We have one more guy coming to you from Texas, and to be precise, from a Dutch place as well as I know it. It's Harlingen in Texas. His name is Lance Romance, or whichever dialect or accent you want to put into that name. Let's see whether this guy's feeling frisky. Oh, he's got a woman on the background. I guess he's into them. But you never know what's going to happen. We had William Caesar last season, who was really shy, and apparently he had to come out of the closet at the end of the season, which was a very terrible shame because nobody, let me mention it clearly, nobody needs to be ashamed of how they feel, who they like, where they come from. It doesn't matter. Everybody's equal in RFPW. We've always given equal opportunities, whether it was women in the main event, whether it was new people in the main event, old people in the main event. It didn't matter. As long as everybody's just having a good time, that's the only thing that matters. And the only thing that really matters is iced tea. Why? Sugar. That's the only thing I have to say about that. Sugar is important. And if your sugar is not good, you've got a problem. So, happy hype to sugar. Lance Romance is making his way to the ring. And if you're not watching his live on twitch.tv/RFPW Network, then make sure to check us out on youtube.com/RFPW 2014. March 31st this year. It'll be in existence 6 years. And it's been nearly 2.5 years since our very first live show. 2.5. September 17, 2017 in Trowbridge, England, where we held RFPW Live. Still to date, that champion is Taylor Essex. But for now, we'll have to see whether that will be a live 2 event ever, thanks to Brexit. I've got nothing more to say about that. So, what else can you expect tonight? You've got a championship matchup Kaylee Ray, who current reigning women's champion since last year, June, will be defending it against Kimberley Blight because those are the very first 2 females that signed a contract. Later on tonight, you'll also see Roderick Mcgillicutty going 1-on-1 against Dan Masters. And the former champion, Rick Hervers, will be in action alongside his tag team partner, Jeffrey Blight, the owner of RFPW Fed, and RFPW, of course, against the Bloodline, Jaden Shadow and Casey Vavados. It's something Greek, I don't know. It's Casey Vavavat. I've tried it many times. I didn't even know. You'll see. Whatever. So yeah, they'll be in action. It's a rough start to the season for Curvers. Of course, you lost that title towards the end of the season after 1.5 years being unbeaten for that title. Yeah, well, let's see what to find out and what the general management has to say about that. We've got things covered. Triple threat elimination style matchup. Now, the only way to be out of the match is by pinfall or submission. No disqualifications, no countouts, so anything goes. Whether it's bloody, whether you be going out on a stretcher, you're still in the match. So you better get them off the stretcher and get a pinfall submission inside the ring. Doesn't matter. Even if they're in a coffin. Too bad. Yeah, 1 for Shade. And of course, don't forget Roy Pierce. Already in a triple threat matchup. How will that affect him at the start of the season? Being a champion, already having to go balls to the walls. Straight in it. Did I just make a pun? I think I made a sexual pun. Never mind. Let's go. So what we've got is Lance Romance and Shade. They really want to prove themselves out there. First time out there. We know how it went. And you're thinking, why are the women already main eventing this show? Well, because it's the Monday the female. Apparently to the general manager. I don't know. I'm not really too sure. And because they're great. Women are great in general, but also in the ring. And we've got the best of them. So, nothing more to say. So, Shade, drops Roy Pierce into the ropes and then off to a neck breaker. Oh, strong style there. Even though he's the smallest of guys in this matchup, he proves that speed and agility can be the key to winning this matchup. He's just got to try and figure out what he's going to do. A triple threat match or a multi-man match in general is always a dangerous one because you've got to have eyes in the front, eyes in the back, eyes over everywhere around, just like a drone 360 cam, but as a human. I don't know how you do that, but you can only try. I want to give a little bit of credit tonight to those who really designed a new ring canvas, new stage settings, all that. I can't reveal who that is, but I want to thank him for putting in that work. I want to thank just everybody in general backstage for putting in the work after all these years. I can't go throughout the name, but they know who I mean. You know yourself who you mean. So yeah, anything goes. Meantime, Lance Romance has got a steel chair and is being cancelled out by the champion. And that might be a problem there. It's going to go face first. And that might be an elimination worth it. Cover now. Only a 2 count and we're continuing on with this match. Now don't forget, if you still want to join in on this season, check out our pinned tweet on twitter.com/RFPWFed. Because that's what we'll be able to check out the registration form, fill it in, and we'll get everything done. We'll contact you somewhere to find out what will happen next. I would like to go out. It's not the first time we've not paid a live bill. Thank God it's been switched back on. Our production fails because that's what usually happens, even with the pay-per-view poster. Well, happens. Shade now. Wow, quick offense. And Ray's got to amp that up if he wants to stay on top of this matchup, if he wants to win it. And that will be a straight boost to his goals. There's a cutter. Will that settle him? No, he's going after Roy Pierce. I don't know whether that's the most wise of strategies, but he definitely goes for it. If we're taking a look at the long-term goals for 2020 season, of course, that will be broadcasts. We're going to do and try it live every Friday night. It can change. Friday night was choice number 1 amongst the viewers. Choice number 2 was the Wednesday. So one of those 2 days we'll try and go with that. But you'll see, of course, 8 PM UK GMT is the last I can do personally. we'll try to amp that a little bit up. Half an hour, 1 hour if possible. That depends on what happens for me the next day. Because I've got a busy schedule in April and May. So we just got to figure out a way out there. In the meantime, Roy Pierce not being able to eliminate Lance Romance. So in the meantime, we're going to figure out how that's going to go. New people come in. Familiar faces will come in. You'll just have to tune it in every week to follow the stories that are going to unfold here on Fight Night. And Lance Romance has been eliminated. Now Shay is sidestepping Roy Pierce. That might be the unwisest strategy. And there's a shot to the midsection. That might eliminate the RFPW Fed champion. 2. And it is 3. Wow. Good start. That's coming in your way as a debutante and showing everybody how it's done. Wonderful display there. You can't unsee the problem that Roy Pierce had. Of course, he's been out of action for nearly a year inside the ring of RFPW. And that showcase here tonight in a triple threat where he was lethal in the past, keeping his titles. He sidestepped, missed it, and, well, that's all you could call for. Shade, also known as the Beheader, wins his first matchup. First triple threat that he goes into, he wins it. Wonderful display there. Not much more to add to it. And just wonderful start there. After this, we're going to go back inside the ring. We're going to go take a look at Roderick Mcgillicutty going one-on-one with Dan Masters. And so that is what you can see coming up on your screen right now. Later on tonight, Dutch Power against the Bloodline. And Kaylee Ray defending that women's title against Kimberley Blight. It's going to be one hell of an evening. So make sure to tune in. If you've missed anything, then of course, watch it. What do you miss? You've just witnessed the first matchup. Which, to recap, was the RFPW Fed champion Roy Pierce against Lance Romance against Shade. That's what you missed. Watch it back on YouTube. Or watch it back on Twitch after the show ends. Next up, we're going to have a one-on-one match. Scheduled for one fall. And repeat it for me. One fall. And the first match will be the man from Nottingham, England. He's back. He's a little bit hyped still. His name is Dan Masters. Carried all the way his hype from last season straight into it. Oh, wow. I'm just trying to... just saying that. Oh. So if you're watching this live, then please let us know. We always like to have some interaction with you people. Even if it's only one. Doesn't matter. But yeah, welcome. Dan Masters sets the hype train, or the hype rang, the boom ting, the booms ting. Something with hype. Anything's good with Dan. And he's, of course, a former world champion. Don't forget about that. All energy Dan Masters. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be too happy about that one. Roderick Mcgillicutty is not coming his way. He's all the way from Canada. He's a submission specialist that was a former cruiserweight or European champion. Our memory is not that strong. But he's definitely strong when it comes to submission. Submission specialist, same as Roy Pierce. So let's see whether we're going to see a first tap out here tonight in this one-on-one match. So yeah, first match of the evening. Again, repeated. Roy Pierce against Lance Romance against Shade the Beheader. Just watch it back. It was great. And for now, I think there's a lot that can be pushed their way. Of course, now on top of the list is the man who won the first matchup here tonight. And now one-on-one, which I don't get, is that they were allowed to stay in ring. Where's the referee? That was not possible in the past. I'm not really getting that, but okay, whatever. The ref says okay, then good to go. If you still want to join our roster, send in your application forms via that pinned tweet on twitter.com/RFPW. Oh, wait a minute, straight go. Dan Masters, hi, DDT. Wow, strong start. Didn't expect that to happen here tonight. So, absolutely incredible start. And where they're going to go from here on out. And of course, general manager still to be known. We don't know who it will be. Man or woman, no idea yet. So I'll just have to find that out real soon. Fight at 156 on the way. And we've got another DDT, this time by Dan Masters. Roy Pierce, smart strategy going inside and out of the ring. It's Roderick Mcgillicutty. I'm getting confused here. Should pay attention more. Well, we'll have to find out whether that's the case, Jacob Wills. You're on the roster, but I'm not sure whether that's the case. Also, I've not gotten him yet, so let me know how to find him. Tags, DM me on Twitter right now. Back to the show. Doesn't matter. If you're watching this on YouTube, by the way, and you're part of the roster and you're watching your match and thinking, hey, something's stuck out, something is there really want to know, I want to challenge somebody on the roster, then make sure to leave a comment on the YouTube section and make sure to like us and follow us on Twitch as well, because that will get us up the rankings, and that is what we need in order to grow. And Roderick Mcgillicutty now back inside the ring. He's lost that ponytail, and I think that's an advantage to him. It can't be pulled back by the hair, so that's good news. Dan Master in the meantime is definitely looking out for a sunset. His tag team partner is unknown. Damian Valentine's off the radar. They still want the tag team titles and retain them at Dead End, but Damian Valentine so far is not assigned a contract for this season. Thank you very much for sending in that DM. Roderick Mcgillicutty, who's had notable feuds with Dan Masters and Roy Pierce in the past. Dan Masters nearly getting that left leg. Really, I want to say left leg, but that was the head taking off. What a spinning kick, and now another high kick. It's not only submissions that Roderick Mcgillicutty specialises in, but definitely in a set of kicks going on here tonight. Now you got to be wondering what else is there that they can do in order to inflict damage on each other. Looks like a devastating kicks indeed. Now of course this season we've also chosen to go back a little bit more to the roots of RFPW, which we'll be doing, and you'll find out how that's gonna go real soon. What else can you expect this season? I don't know. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be chaotic, and that's basically what we wanted for last season. And we'll now turn back to haunt us probably for the rest of the season. If it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is I stay, because that is it. And I can say, oh boy, he went down. Yeah, I think we spilled all of that when it comes to shows and more. First pay-per-view, well, when will that air? Tough sentence. We don't know yet. We have no idea. We'll find it out soon. There's a nice Hurricane Rana Head's combination. I'm not too sure what that was. It was released, and there's only a 2 count now. So Roderick Mcgillicutty still has to keep attention to Dan Masters. Still in this match, still in competition. Now there's another cover. 1 count. Dan Masters can't be too happy with that. He's got to inflict a lot more damage if he wants to win this matchup. Yeah, take a shot of whiskey probably. Well, good news. We're on the outside of this match. Outside of this ring. Outside of the match. Outside of this ring is what I want to say. And it could go mayhem here. Referee's already counting. And what we've brought back is a time limit draw. Maximum of 10 minutes for regular match, because we don't want every bit and piece stacking up here tonight. Or on any given show night. So what you now can see is that we're already, I guess, up to 7 now. And this could go and end really quickly. That's 7. Takedown now, but Roderick Mcgillicutty's forgetting that this might have to end inside the ring. And his referee saying, okay, you got to go in. And no more strikes landing. It's getting to a critical situation now where it might be a double count out. Uh-oh. It's 9. And it's too late. We've got a double count out. Last time I seen that is like 2 or 3 years ago. And we've just been informed that the tag team match is not going to go ahead. Apparently, Mr. Curvers, the former EFA champion, has been taken out in the backstage area has been sent to the nearest medical facility. And so now we've got the RFPW Fed champion 5 times and the RFPW owner, Jeffrey Blight, going in all on his own. I don't know whether that's the most wise decision if I've seen one, but yeah. But Jeffrey Blight is going at it alone. Apparently he's been training hard for his return. Of course, as a tag team champions with Dutch Power, that wasn't too much of a success. But let's see what he can do. Looks like he's become more diva-esque. I forgot to tell you some... Oh, shit. Sorry about that. Oops. Sorry. That is not good. That's not what I intended to do. I can't help it. Sorry about that. So now we have got a former EFED champion, world champion, and global champion. The only man who's held the 3 titles on his own. He always thinks he's better than you, and probably is more than 90% of the roster. Who helped build the brand up in 2016 when he entered his way to the ring. Jaden Shadow is back for this season. And he's informed me that he's back for the full season. I've not seen him all the time around last season. Oh shit. Oh boy, that's not good. I'm sorry about that. Ouch. Sorry, mate. Oops. Well, new season, new year, I guess. Good luck. Jaden Shadow now in the ring, and he's brought somebody with him, and he's called it the Bloodline. I don't know what that means with the Bloodline, because I would think they're related as family by blood, but I'm not too sure. Maybe it's his son. I don't know. Maybe it's his brother. Maybe I have no clue. I actually have no clue. Oh yeah, absolutely. Welcome to the problematic areas of the world. And his partner is somebody from, I think it might be Greece. You'll see when his name. Casey Varvatos. Tosser. Oh no, that's UK curse word. Sorry. You Tosser Varvatos Casey Tingy. Casey Varvatos. Oh, okay. So yeah, I don't know why it's called a Bloodline. It's got a lot of tattoos. I'm just gonna call him Casey Barbados. Why not? Let's call him Rihanna Country. Casey Barbados. Let's go with that. It's easier. Because I have trouble with pronouncing a V. Okay. Well, yeah. So we've got a 2-on-1 tag team match. Looks like he's been down since day 1-ish. Ooh, the burn. And so now Blight has to go up against Barbados or Barbados again, and Shadow. Blight is outnumbered here. He's too small, too nimble to do anything, so this is gonna be a problem. No, it looks like it's gonna be the end. Oh, that's a knee strike right to the face. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's up. What? What's even happened to Blight? It seems like he's gotten way smaller than he was. A lot more nimble than he was. I have no idea what happened there, but the owner goes at it alone, which he's done in the past against Mr. DeVito. We all remember the classic feud with YTW 18 Plus when Mr. DeVito took over Fight Night, which caused a brand split between RFPW and the newly formed NEW, and NEW at Survivor Series won back their rights to host RFPW. It was mayhem. So yeah, Jeffrey going at it alone is not something we've seen before. It is something we've seen before, but not recently. He's always got the back of that EFA champion of Rick Curvers in the last 1.5 year. Where does that lead him? I don't know what he's willing to do here, because that is going to spell out trouble. But the more important question of tonight is, who took out Curvers? Is it somebody who's resentful from last season? Is it somebody who's not willing to show up yet, but wants to do some damage? I'm not too sure, but we'll find that out. But the main focus now is Jaden Shadow, who's been letting himself know that he's not going to be back in singles action. He wants to stay in this tag team division with Casey as the Bloodline, and I think that's a very perfect decision. Somebody already in the chat yelling that he's attacked him. I'm not sure about that, but that's something we'll find out throughout the next couple of weeks. Now we've got Casey. Ooh, not a knee to the face. And how much damage can you take before it's going to cause headaches, concussions, and more? Tag being made back to Jaden Shadow. Yeah, and this is a troublesome evening. That's the only thing I can say. Oh, harsh strikes there by Jaden Shadow. But Blight's still standing and hits a huge clothesline on his own. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. But it's mayhem. And it's chaos, like RFPW always has been. So what's new? It's just waiting until we had the botch. Oh no, we had it already. When we didn't know that the microphone was on. But other than that, everything's going fine. Okay, got it. Okay, so Shadow's bringing it up here tonight. And I feel that pain. Yeah, indeed. Oh, yeah. That's a huge super kick by Casey Barbados. The amount of times I've been muted during the stream is unimaginable. Oh, count me in, mate. Count me in on commentary. And you feel crap and you just notice it towards halfway or towards the end. Really awful. Blight now, in the meantime, has found his way around Casey Barbados, who seems to not be really comfortable in this ring right now. But he's got to carry on because this always spells out trouble. There's a head scissors. Of course, the agility is there. Yeah, well, frick, indeed. The more you know. There we go. He's done it. He's done a power slam. How in the hell is Blight doing that? Because I mean, he was like twice his size even. Wow. Huge GDT now. And is there an option to fight back inside this ring now here tonight? Oh no. There's a troublesome boot to the face. Now to the top rope goes Casey Varvatos. Oh, lands it right in the abdomen. But he's leaving Shadow to finish this matchup. And it's resent towards any form of ownership or establishment that we know Shadow for. We've seen him really destroy production trucks one too many times. And even on commentary. Now putting it back to Casey though. Apparently not enough damage has been done now that 2-on-1. And it wasn't the decision of Shadow to try and move this match forward. No. Was Blight's own decision, and as the owner I don't think that's wise when you're in charge of the daily operations of this company, that you still want to do it 2-on-1 when you're outsized, outnumbered. But he does. He's a former 5-time RFPW Fed champion, former tag champion, light heavyweight, European, world, so I get his point, but still not wise. Casey now in control of this matchup, and you gotta wonder how much do they think they need in order to get a 3 count or a tap out of Blight. And there he goes, double team. Oh, harsh landing, cover there. Ref's not counting. Now he is 2, and it is 3. So Shadow and Varvatos, the Bloodline, are your winners here tonight. Well, wonderful display for them. Much less for Blight, but what is the sensation with Curvers? Okay, last news I'm getting right now is that he is stable in the medical facility. He's feeling well, but he's got more than a headache and being very nauseous. But he is stable, so let's see what that will do throughout the next couple of weeks. What happened to Curvers? Who attacked him? What was the reason behind it? What did he or she have for an intent? Jaden Shadow and Varvatos are your winners here tonight, and we're gonna move on to the main event right now, which is the Women's Championship hanging in the balance. Kaylee Ray, champion since June 2019 at Victory Road. when she defeated, I guess, Kimberley Blight or Mercedes Ritchie, I'm not too sure. And Blight's going to be the challenger here tonight. And when it comes to that, we got to go with some official deeds, as what we always have at a championship match. So, without further ado, the following is a RFPW Women's Championship match, and is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, she is a challenger, and she's more than happy about what's going to happen now, but not so much about the brother-in-law just losing. Kimberley Blight is a former women's champion, former women's tag team champion, former women's academy champion. The only thing that she didn't hold, I think, was a Glamour Zones championship. But she's already here tonight to try and get that second reign with the women's championship. And she's ready. She's got a new hairstyle, new approach, new fitness trainer. And I think it's going to show a lot more agility than last season. A lot more flexibility in the moveset and more dynamics. But she's going to go up against one of the very best there is on hand in any given moment in this scene. She's a champion since June 2019. And her name is none other than Kimberley Blight. And she looks ready. Also new style, new approach, a little bit darker. And it shows what the hell has happened to her face. I don't know whether she got beaten up prior to this matchup. It looks like it. Wow, that's awful. What the hell happened there? Not too sure about it. But yeah. So this main event, the women's title on the line. First show of the season. That's going to prove a lot of people wrong. Just mark my words when you're going to watch this matchup. And you know, the most things that I will look forward to this season, I guess, will be coming up in the next couple of weeks. So that is going to be really, really good. Kaylee Ray now and Kimberley Blight. Let us know in the chat if you're watching live or if you're watching on YouTube. It doesn't matter. Let us know what you think. Who's going to win this match? Even in a comment. The championships have been adapted this season. We've brought back the RFPW logo that it was meant to have. And so, let's say, challenger Kimberley Blight, who's ready for a knockdown, who's specialised in being all round, and that's not easy to do. And Kaylee Ray on the other side. Kim Blight has lost a lot of weight, put it more lean, looked for flexibility. Kaylee Ray's looked for more power on the other hand. So this will be a clash of styles. While last season this looked to be really, really tough to beat each other at when it came to strategy. So referees got it indicated that this is what we're going for. This is what it's all about. The RFPW Women's Championship. Now, without further ado, the only way to win is via pinfall or submission. Let's get this match underway. Here we go. Kaylee Ray, oh my god, what an elbow straight from the start. Blight fighting back, puts the face down with a knee. Strong start as match. No other way than to say you'll be entertained with these two women when they hit the stage, and they're taking center stage with this main event now. Look at that. Shows straight up. This main event on the way. The Women's Championship in the balance. And that's what you got to have. Okay. Strong start. Let it go. Trying to amplify the stretching of any ligament and limb. And there it is. Harsh landing for Kaylee Ray. Takes it off to the counter. Puts her in the ropes. It's anybody's ball game in this one. I don't see a clear favor when it comes to that. Swinging neck breaker now. Kaylee Ray, Kimberley Blight, they know what to do. They've had this opportunity so many times. They've been on the winning and losing end. Anything goes. And now, harsh takedown. Very, very harsh. And if you're wondering when will we be live next week we'll be on the same time as tonight on the Friday. Could be a little bit later, but we'll let you know about it on our Twitter when it goes up. But the Friday evening is set certain for next week. And so, Blight now takes over this matchup. Will she be able to take the title off Kaylee Ray, who's had it since June last year? That's a very, very long run. Question is, who's going to walk away with his women's title? First matchup held at WrestleMania in an Elimination Chamber. And these two women going at it here tonight. Nearly 6 years later. Smart strategy by putting in the ropes. Air sucked out of the body of Blight. Catching in there will be a double loss for the Blight family here tonight. Oh, hang on. Take that now. And it's a submission stretch of the arm. And it's not yet there. It's gonna switch it out. Smart. Avoiding contact, getting back up, getting a little bit of oxygen in to try and fight back. Smart. But in the same essence, Kaylee Ray moving up next level. And this will be a very, very tough night for the challenger. Kaylee Ray stalking it like a bird of prey. And there's a clothesline. Blight now back up on the counter, does so. Hurricane Rana. Wonderful. Now what's the next step for Blight? She wants to be in contention for this championship. Drop kick now. Setting alright is what we got to go with. Oh, over the top rope we go. Just mentioned no championship advantage. High kick now to the midsection. And now there's another swinging neck breaker. Damage being done most part here tonight to the neck and head area. Oh, straight into the steel steps. And that'll be 1/3 for tomorrow for the knees. It's not the bee's knees, but it's knees. Referees canning, of course. It might end in a double cannon as we've earlier seen tonight. But let's hope that doesn't happen. That we get a winner by fair decision. Oh, and another takedown. Oh, a clothesline. And another one. And there's a drop kick. One, two. Only a 2 count for Kaylee Ray. Gotta wonder what's gonna happen next. And there's another downright powerbomb. I don't know. It could be. I'm not too sure what it is. I have no clue. It's takedown. Doesn't matter. And Blight now in trouble. There's Kaylee Ray. No, only a 2 count. It's not enough yet to win it. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's not looking good. Air choked out of lungs. And that spells out one word. Trouble. And right now Kaylee Ray is a troublemaker. And we've got Kimberley Blight still in it. But it's very, very close. Can't even really hit much impact more in that swing neck breaker. Really lost it. Referee's got to get out of the way, and he does quickly. Doesn't want to get up and caught up in the crossfire here. And Blight now. Harsh shot there. Oh, there it is. A huge swing neck breaker off the top rope. Will that prove her that championship win? Will that prove her a second reign to be started? These women are giving it their all. Deserving of a spotlight in the main event. Takedown. Kaylee Ray now pushes it back up. And there's a face first takedown. It's gonna go for the cover. I think that must be it. Cover now. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it's 2.89 even. Wow. And there it is. Referee says that's it. Blight was not even moving anymore. Even a moonsault landed. But the referee says that is it. This is a TKO. A technical knockout. Referee stoppage decision. And I don't know whether that is what the referee should have done. But the only thing that I can vie for is that Kim Blight must have been hurt by an earlier neck breaker. And said that was enough. So we're going to have an official result. I'm not agreeing necessarily with it. But your winner and still the RFPW Women's Champion, Kimberley Ray. Medical personnel already tending to Kim Blight. Thank you very much for watching. Tune in next week on Friday evening for Fight at 157. And thank you for watching. Like, follow, comment, subscribe. Do anything you need to promote us. And we'll be seeing you next week. For now, good night. And have another fight night.